So let's talk about something we all know, or will know at some point, the comeback. You know, that moment you get knocked flat on your back and the only way to go is up. It's a challenge every single one of us is going to face.
And I mean really pushed you down. Haven't we all been there? That moment where it just feels like nothing is going your way and the weight of everything is just crushing. It's such a personal thing, and honestly, it can feel pretty lonely.
But here's the thing, and this is the whole point of what we're digging into today. This one idea can flip the whole script. See, it's not about the fall. It's about what you do after you fall. This isn't the end of the road. It's the starting line.
Okay, but before we even think about climbing back up, we've got to be real about where we are. We have to look at the climb itself. So let's start by just acknowledging how heavy it feels to be at the bottom.
And this feeling, it can show up in so many different ways, right? Maybe it's failing a huge exam you studied so hard for. Or maybe it's something deeper. That feeling of your confidence just chipping away, feeling like you're totally invisible. Or that little voice in your head that just keeps telling you you're not good enough.
And this just captures that feeling perfectly. It's usually not some big, loud, dramatic thing. It's this quiet, heavy, painful silence. It feels like the world is just humming along, but your own life is on mute. And it is so important to just sit with that for a second and understand that it's a real and totally valid way to feel.
But, and this is a huge but, just acknowledging the pain isn't where the story ends. No way. It's actually the turning point. This is where we shift gears and get into the comeback mindset. And it all kicks off with one single, powerful decision.
Now, what's so interesting here is that it all starts with acceptance. A comeback doesn't begin with just gritting your teeth and pushing through. It starts by giving yourself permission to just feel it all. Crying is okay, feeling weak is okay. It's not about pretending you're fine. It's about accepting, okay, this is where I am right now.
And this really gets to the heart of it. It's this choice right here. Look, it's totally okay to visit that low place, to feel that pain. But what's not okay is to set up camp and live there forever. The comeback, the real beginning, happens the second you decide, even when it feels impossible, that you're not giving up. That's the spark. All right, so you've made the decision. You're not giving up. Great. Now what? Well, now we get practical. It's time to open up the comeback playbook and break down the 5 concrete steps to build yourself back up. Okay, so here it is, the whole roadmap. It's worth just taking a look at this. First up, acceptance. We just talked about that. You can't fix what you don't face. Then, belief. You have to become your own biggest fan, your own loudest cheerleader. After that, it's about taking action, but you start small. Tiny little wins, they build unstoppable momentum. And you are going to stumble, so you have to learn from failure. See it as a lesson, not a life sentence. And finally, the thing that holds it all together. You have to be patient. Man, this is the toughest one. A comeback isn't some flashy movie montage. It's the long, quiet work of laying one brick perfectly, day after day after day. Let's just double-click on step 2 for a second, on belief. This is so critical. Look, people might doubt you. They might even laugh at you. But that voice inside your head, your own belief in yourself, it has to be way louder than all that outside noise. Your conviction is your anchor. And this is a perfect example of step 3. Start small. See, a comeback isn't one giant, heroic leap. It's just a bunch of small, consistent steps, one after another. You don't have to change your entire life in one day. Just commit to something tiny. Study for 1 hour. Work on one new skill. Heck, just wake up 15 minutes earlier. These little wins, they create a snowball effect. And this idea right here, step 4, reframing failure, it's a total game changer. Every time you mess up, every mistake you make, it's not a punishment. It's a piece of information. It's data, you know? It's just telling you what doesn't work, so you can get one step closer to what does. It's not a final judgment on who you are. It's just part of the curriculum.
Okay, so if you actually stick with this playbook, what happens? What does all that quiet, consistent hard work actually lead to? Let's talk about the payoff, the victory. Just imagine this for a second. The same people who might have ignored you, the ones who doubted you, one day they're going to turn to you and ask, wow, how did you do it? They won't have seen the daily grind, right? The small steps, the moments of doubt you had to fight through. All they'll see is the end result, and they'll be scratching their heads wondering what your secret is. And this is such a cool way to define success, isn't it? It's not about the money or the job title. Success is that moment, that specific moment of validation, when the outside world finally sees the result of the work you've been putting in behind the scenes.
That is the real win.
This has got to be one of my favorite pieces of advice from this. You don't need to post about your comeback. You don't need to tell everyone about your big plans. Just do the work, quietly, day in, day out. Believe me, your success will make all the noise you need.
Because in the end, it all boils down to this one simple truth. The greatest comebacks, the most incredible stories, they all belong to the person who just refused to give up. The person who, when everything seemed lost, made a choice to just keep going. So as we wrap things up here, I want to leave you with this question to chew on. Whether it's something huge or something small, something in your career or in your personal life. You've got the playbook now, so the only question that's left is, what's your comeback going to be?